For this week's math video, I want to talk to you about multiplying decimals. Go ahead and try this problem on your own first. 2 14/100 times 5 3/10. Pause the video now and try and solve the problem on your own. Hit play when you're ready to keep going. If you solve the problem correctly, you probably found the digits 1, 1, 3, 4, 2. But where did the decimal go? Is it 1.1342? Is it 11.342? Is it 113.42? Well, I bet many people figured it out by trying to count the number of digits after each decimal point. 1, 2, 3. But do you count 3 from the front or 3 from the back? Well, I have a strategy to make sure that you never forget. You could think of that problem as 214 hundredths and 53 tenths. And when you multiply, fractions, we know to multiply the numerator and then multiply the denominators, and 100 times 10 is 1,000. So that we know our answer has to be and in the thousandths. So where's the thousandth place? It's right here. We have tenths, hundredths, and thousandths. Now, if this way is a little too technical for you, you can also think about it in another way. You see, you could think of this problem as 2 and something times 5 and something. 2 times 5 is 10, so 2 and a little bit more than 2 and a little bit more than 5, it's going to be a little bit more than 10. Well, where would the decimal point have to be for an answer that's a little bit more than 10? If I put it here, that's a little bit more than 1. If I put it here, that's a lot more than 10. So it must go right there, 11, and a little, because 11 is a little bit more than 10. It's important that when we think about mathematics, we don't just focus on trying to remember the rules and the procedures that somebody taught us. Because if you just focus on the rule and only know it that way, it's easy to forget. But when you connect it to, what that means, why it's in the thousandths, or you use, reasonableness and use your brain to think about an answer. 2 times 5 is, a little more is 10, so it's got to be about there. So we think about how reasonable our answer is, then we have a better chance of not just getting the right answer, but remembering how to use that procedure or that formula, later on, because it's connected in our brain to why it works and does it make sense. Keep watching for more tips.